What's up, guys? Today I'm recording a video on my Premier League prediction videos. Because I know I'm a Scotland and Rangers fan, but I still like to do Premier League videos and stuff there. I'm just other kinds of football videos and stuff, so let's get straight into it. Right, okay, so in 20th position, I've gone with West Brom and Albion. So they just came up from the Championship. They spent last season, of course, in the Championship, and then they spent the year before that, before they went out to, I think, Aston Villa in the playoffs in 2018-19 season. So yeah, they've been good this season. They've hang on to. They finished second in the Championship last year, but I don't think they have the investment and the money, and just they haven't spent that much. So I think it's going to be. I think they'll have a good season. I don't think they're going to. I might go have a good season. Had a good season in the Championship, but they're not going to have a good season here. Straight back down for it. Right, so 19th, I'm going with Aston Villa. So Aston Villa, a team that is divided by an inch last season. I mean, look at it. They survived like a point of a bonus. You know, this is, I think they could go back down. They won the playoffs 2 years ago. They came back up. They survived by so close. So honestly, you know, like just one more bad result and they could have been down. They're actually bad. That could have been for them. But they stay up by an inch. So yeah, but I think they will go down. I don't think they have enough willpower. They won't have just enough command to get the things they want. 18th have come with Brighton. Yeah, I know people could be like, "Oh, Brighton did amazing last season," but I think this could be a hang-on season. I think it'll be second year syndrome for Graham Potter. I think he's a good manager, but I think he's going to be sacked in like January. He'll be sacked in February, and then they're going to try to have one last ponder attempt to try to get like a good manager and try to set it up. He won't be good enough. I think they will be firmly down there, 20th, 19th. But then I think the manager will put some confidence in them. They'll be too late and they'll go down. 70th, I'm going with Fulham. The Fulham, I think, just like Aston Villa, they're going to high. I think 1.2 points ahead of Brighton. I'm thinking, they came up last season in the playoffs. Got 2 against Brentford, and Joe Bryan got 2 of the goals. And yeah, so Fulham 17th. West Ham, I'm got 16th West Ham. It should be coming up like there, like the names and stuff. But 16th West Ham, they did 2 seasons ago. They finished 11th, and last season they finished 16th with the sacked Manu Pellegrini, and they got David Moyes. Well, he should be positioned for me. Getting David Moyes, he's lost confidence. He's done well at Everton, then got sacked at Man United, bringing the confidence down to hell. And he played for Real Sociedad, and then he got Sunderland relegated, and I think this was the first job after that. And if there's any more, let me know. But yeah, I think there will be another season of plunging down. I think they will be rooted in their relegation zone actually, in 18th I think. They'll be 18, 17 most. I think end of the season I'm going to string up, you know, a couple of 3, it's like 4 or 5 wins to pack up fun, pack up ratings, root them up. So for 15th, I'm going with Leeds. Now Leeds are also obviously a massive team. Everyone's got them to do very well. No, actually I had them originally in 11th, but I think that was too high, so I moved them down to 15th. So Leeds also have some good players, and you know they came up last season first place. You know, Marcel Bielsa took they kept them bottom every year, but they did not bottom it. I think that their career by it's amazing for them, because you know it got them back ready and come for and just got them amazing, and he did it again. So that's like 15 quite comfortable season I'm seeing. I think the bottom 5 are going to be very down there, but I think 15 and beyond is going to be quite safe. I think they'll hit like the 40-point mark or something. Most time I hit like the 55-point mark or something. You know, it's famous going on for 14th. We go to Sheffield United. Now that's good for safe. I still think they will do good. I don't think they'll be as good. That was a one chance to get Europe and they bottled it. They know they're not going to get that far again, and if they do, they're going to be happy, aren't they? Ninth position. Think about it. If you told Sheffield United last season you finished ninth, and if you were bummed, they'll laugh at you. But if they bummed. They should be bummed. They were bummed. They were, set. They were challenging for Europa League, and they nearly got it. It was just the last couple of games they bottled it. I feel like they're going to be kind of a second syndrome, but unlike Brighton, I don't think they're going to get worried. I think it'll be a wee time when they're going to lose 5 games in a row or something, and finally put them down the 15th, 16th place before they're going to finally get back to church and win a couple of games, get them back up there, and just do what they used to. Right, so moving on to 13th for now. I'm going to go over Crystal Palace. Now, this depends on Zaha stays. If he doesn't stay, I'll probably see 17th or 16th because he's the best player by far. But yeah, I think he will stay. I think they will keep him again, and I think we're in our 13th place. Zaha will, do what he usually does, get the goals. Last season wasn't too good for us, but for that he was always very good. I think last season was a wee bit bad season for him. I think this season he will get back on his form and do what he's doing and score. Now, 12th position is Southampton. Southampton last season, they went from relegation candidates, 9-0 lost to Leicester, to showing up the winning against Leicester 2-1, and against Chelsea, winning, even though they did a good job against Liverpool and stuff, even though they did that 4-0 loss. I know, if you lose, you always think they got dominated, but they didn't really. It was only 4 half-time goals. They could have got a penalty. That game could have gone very. See if they scored that penalty, it could have downed the players. You never know, it could have hurt them. But yeah, 12th Southampton. 11th place, the bottom half is a bit completed, it's Newcastle United. So if they basically completed the Saudi Arabia £1 billion, not billions, tons more, they would be the richest club in the world, I'm pretty sure. But no, Newcastle accepted for like £300 million. It's stupid that the Premier League, the Saudi Arabia just pulled out because nothing was happening. So I think we're 11th place. I think like Arsenal should just get tons of players out and barely spend. But I think it'll be a good comfortable season for them. I think they'll be alright. I don't think they will be a struggle. I think they'll be probably with the top half. I don't want to get top half, but I think they will do decently well. In the top half, I think Burnley just snuck into the top 10 last season. And I think we'll win the same game. Chris Wood, I think, will be amazing, banging in the goals. And they're gonna shit house their way to victory, like they usually do. Now we're going with Everton. Now Everton last season, that's not usually them. They're usually up there challenging for the Europa League football in 7th place. This season, I think they're gonna keep on trying from Miguel Ancelotti. I think they'll get close. Don't get me wrong, 9th position. I know it seems bad, but I feel like they will still do good. But anyways, let's move on. 9th, 8th, I'm going to play to say yet again. I'm going to say Leicester they finished 5th last season, but they are going to be bummed. I think they were second for most of the season. They got overtaken by Man City halfway through the season, and then he just slapped off the cliff. But all he needed to do is 2 more wins or something, and they're in the top 6. Yeah, the easy ones. You could have got Bournemouth, Aston Villa, I don't even know. Norwich, these easy games, if they won that Bournemouth game, that's 65 points, then they win against that Norwich side, that's 68 points, and they're above, I can't remember, Man United I think it was, and they're 4th. This season, they are in Europa League. I think they're going to focus on Europa League, and they're going to go out and run this, quarterfinals or something, so I think they'll focus on that, go out, and then I think it'll be like 11th place back then, but then after they'll focus on the league and they'll just miss it until 10, just miss it top 7. Wolverhampton next, 7th position, 3 years in a row I'm going to say. Obviously last season, a bum for them not to get Europa League football. To finish 7th, yes, thinking how did you not get Europa League football then? Arsenal won the FA Cup, they finished 9th position last season I think. So that means they go, they got 8th, yeah, they got 8th. Arsenal. So then Wolverhampton not getting any Europa League football. That was the last hope, and they both did. So I'm looking at them. But Wolverhampton this season, I think they'll be comfortable again. I think they'll be a couple of points ahead of Leicester City. And moving on to the top 6, and I'm going to be saying 6th position is Tottenham Hotspur. Now I think the top to the 5th and 6th are going to be a contender between Spurs and other club. You probably already know who it is, but it's not going to be a bit secret in the news. But yeah, I think Spurs are going to narrowly finish in 6th. We're 1 or 2 points behind the 5th place. Before the top 4 I think will be way ahead. But yeah, I think that'd be I do see average for I think we'll go back to the normal top 6. Wolverhampton will be at 10 points behind or something. It won't be as crazy as last season. Yeah, Tottenham 6th. It'll be Arsenal 5th. So Arsenal, I think, are going to have another. They're not going to be as bad last season. Oh, they can't have another bad season. On the Community Shield and FA Cup, we're doing in 1 month and won 2 games against Liverpool last season. We told Arsenal in December that you would win against Liverpool twice. In 2020. They'll be going how? Yeah, I think they'll do good. I think they'll not be. They'll be 6 points behind Man United, and they'll just get away to like a point or so. But yeah, I think I just said the team. I'm not sure, but yeah, 4th Man United. So I think Man United. I think 3 teams ahead are better than them. To get to the Champions, they could maybe place the 3rd team, third place. But I think they're too good for Arsenal and Spurs and Wolves and stuff. I think they're too good for them, but I think they're not as good as Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City. I think they're just not good enough. I don't think they'll be in like Arsenal, Spurs and stuff. So yeah, I think it'll be a 4th position for the Man United. Body Garden Solskjaer. 3rd, I'm going with Chelsea. Like, I think the top 4. I think they'll get I think the top 3 are going to be very competing for the title. I think Chelsea will finish 3rd, but I think the top 3 will be ended like 5 points each. I think Chelsea will just finish at 4 points behind top. Can I say all that? I'm not going to tell. Yeah. So I'm going 3rd for that. I think with Kai Havertz, Timo Werner, Ben Chilwell. They've got bags of players. They've got tons of players, and they've finally got one more ball rich. Obviously, last season, they couldn't spend any. They got it overload in January, but they spent it for some reason. Yeah, so 4th Man United. No, I'm 3rd Chelsea. First, I'm gonna go. Come on, please. Man City, I think. Man City will finish top. Liverpool will finish 2nd. I think those 3 teams will be competing. I think, Man City will just win the league by 1 point again. I think against Liverpool. Liverpool will be, I'm not doing it again. But Man City will win it, I think. Liverpool will go 2nd. Yeah. So I think my relegation teams will be West Brom 20th, Aston Villa 19th, Brighton 18th. Then the bottom half, I think, will be Fulham 17th, West Ham 16th, 15th Leeds, 14th Sheffield United, 13th Crystal Palace, 12th Southampton, and 11th Newcastle. My top half, 10th to 8th, is it will be Burnley 10th, Everton 9th, and Leicester City 7th. In Europa League playoffs, I'm going with Wolves. In my top 6 and 5 to get into Europa League group stage, I'm going with 6th, Tottenham Hotspur, 5th, Arsenal. 4th position, I'm going with Man United. 3rd position, I'm going with Chelsea. 2nd position, I'm going with Liverpool. And my top position, Premier League winners, Manchester City. So yeah, guys, that's my predictions. We're going to do reaction in it ends in June or something. I think maybe it could end like July or something, good COVID or something. But yeah, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope to see you guys in the next video, and goodbye.